Hi, and welcome to this episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the lands and airwaves of Naarm where this conversation takes place. Land which was never ceded. Land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally, and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to their elders past and present, and to any First Nations people listening today. Today I'm talking to Isaac Castellano at Dingo Ate My Taco. Dingo Ate My Taco are the team responsible for bringing birria tacos to Melbourne back in 2020 lockdown. And thank goodness they did. Since then, the Dingo kitchen has been pumping out authentic and an entirely made from scratch menu of traditional Mexican and Texan dishes, including the iconic birria, breakfast tacos, set to be the next big thing for Melbournians, plus so many other true-to-style MexTex dishes. The kitchen is headed up by Isaac Castellano, who at only 22 became head chef and part owner of the business. When Dingo aren't popping up in Maribyrnong or the Queen Vic Markets, where their line is the longest by far, they're serving out of their more permanent spot, the Mill Brewery in Collingwood. I went to the Mill Brewery on a Friday afternoon and it is glorious. The log burner was on, it was cosy, the beer is excellent, and I had a lovely chat to Isaac. Then he ordered me 3 tacos, beef brisket, chicken, and beer battered deep fried avocado. And I have to say, I do not know how I've been living my life without beer battered deep fried avocado before now. Delicious. Owners Kady and Paul grew up in Texas themselves, and they've been giving Melbournians a slice of what tacos should really taste like alongside Isaac for nearly 4 years. Now, as I said, it was a Friday afternoon when I sat down with Isaac, so it does get a little bit noisy near the end as people start turning up for knock-off beers. I mean, who can blame them? It's a great place. Hi, how are you? I'm Joe.
Isaac.
Yeah, nice to meet
Lovely
you.
to meet you. Sorry I'm late. I was just
all right.
running around. We're pinched the oven in Jollygood across the road because we're doing a breakfast special tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
And we're just trying to cook off like the American style biscuits.
Okay.
So we're going to make biscuit sandwiches.
Oh, delicious.
We're doing like a Dingo Diner thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So we're doing, yeah. What were you
Is there what's the quietest spot, do you reckon? Maybe outside. How long have you been in the brewery?
Oh, almost 2 years.
Oh, God, okay. Long time. It's a great little precinct, isn't it, down here?
These on?
Oh, yes, please. Just did one.
Isaac, how did you get into tacos?
Oh, like completely by accident. It was COVID. It was like the end of 2020, and I was running a cafe in Burnley, and that completely shut down in COVID. The owner didn't want to open at all. I think financially it didn't make sense for her, so we closed that down, and I was doing nothing basically. And Kady and Paul, the 2 owners, had opened a food truck in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
And so I kind of stumbled upon them, and one of my friends was working for them, and so I just started doing casual work for them, and then I ended up, coming on board and becoming one of the owners. So it kind of like accidentally happened. I didn't have any, Mexican or American or even South American background. I just ended up working for them and then, learned as I went along, basically. Yeah.
So what was there to learn? Like where did you start?
Everything. I suppose we started more with the American and the Texas style barbecue. That's what really grabbed my attention. The smoking of the briskets and the smoked chickens and the smoked pork, and we were doing then turning those into tacos.
Wow. And
then, initially when we were like hand making, well, we still make all our own tortillas, but we were hand making all the tortillas. And so that was basically it, for the first, 6-8 months.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
in a food truck, in a park.
So where do you smoke all the meat?
So currently we have a big commercial kitchen in Melbourne, just on St Kilda Road. And we open that to the public 2 days a week. And we have big smokers inside. Makes the building smell fantastic.
Yeah.
So we smoke usually Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And then, if we're busy, I suppose we do the weekends. But yeah.
And do you got a food truck in Brunswick as well?
So we have a food truck. We only pull it out now for major events.
Okay.
I think it's like from the outside it can be a little bit of a confusing business model because we use the truck mostly for private and like events, private functions and events. We do direct to the public maybe once or twice a month.
Yeah.
Originally we were doing 5 days a week direct to public, which was great. But now our focus is on building up our brick and mortar stores and kind of transforming into more of a brick and mortar kind of restaurant. But we still like the truck. The truck's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be extremely busy. It can be really fun.
Yeah.
And we like doing the direct to the public. We still go back to Maribyrnong, once or twice a month. We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is open 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Mill Brewery, it's been a fantastic partnership. We came here for 3 weeks and never left. That was 2 years ago.
It's a cool place.
It's awesome. Little kitchen right in the front, so we get to talk to our customers a lot, which we love.
Yeah.
And it's very, our customers can see us and interact, and that's priceless, really. And then we have the commercial kitchen on St Kilda Road.
Yeah.
Which we open 2 days a week.
Oh,
so we
okay.
do Wednesday, Thursday lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
And we get like a great office crowd, I suppose, during lunch. And then there are some families around there. It's quite like commercial, a lot of offices. But there's a few families around there that come Wednesday, Thursday night. We're just trying to slowly build up that that crowd, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you do the pulled meat and the taco that you make yourself. It's amazing. And then, and are there sauces with those?
So we make everything. That's part of our principle is all of our salsas, all of our dressings, all of our meats, and all of our tortillas.
Yeah.
So we make our own flour tortillas. We make our own corn tortillas. Corn tortillas are made every day. We now have a hand crank machine. We can pump them out. And then we smoke all of our own meats. And everything. So all of our salsas, at the moment we have about 4 or 5, depending on what we're doing during the week. But 4 or 5 salsas that are stable and we always have, and they're made every week.
Yeah.
So
do you choose the salsas? Because I'm asking this because I have Mexican friends and they said in Mexico everyone just knows what salsa goes with what taco, and so but here we tend to put it on for people because they don't know, and you also can't have stuff sitting out here as much as you can in Mexico.
Real bummer with COVID not being able to do this. There's a public health, can't just give them a squeezy bottle. We do it to a certain extent when we do like special events. We give them, I call it like the dress station. We give the customer the dress station. They can walk down, they can pick whatever salsa they want, they can pick whatever toppings they want, any sides. But our standard menu, it comes dressed.
Yeah.
You're getting what I tell you, basically. And then, offering the customer a variety of spice level.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's quite common that, you have a red salsa and a green salsa. But, we do a variety with a variety of spice level. And then we just normally dress the tacos for you. Yeah. But we do occasionally, give the customer their own choice, especially when it comes to breakfast tacos. So we have a choose your own adventure kind of breakfast taco where they can choose a tortilla, choose a filling. So they might choose like egg and brisket or egg and chorizo, and then their own salsa. So mild, medium, hot. Yeah.
Nice. And I saw some corn chips in there as well. So a lot of corn chips.
A lot of corn chips. Yeah. So with the corn chips, we make all our own corn chips as well, and a lot of them are chips that are the day old tortillas. So we don't serve tortillas that were made the day before, so they get chopped and fried. Yeah. So it's kind of like good for us because we get to use them up, and then they just taste great.
Yeah. Yeah. And you serve them with guacamole or?
With guacamole, we do with the salsa, and we have queso, which is like American cheese sauce. Yeah. Yeah. It's not too similar from a bechamel. Though Americans would probably kill me for saying that. It's kind of a bechamel, but it's it uses a more specific type of cheese that gives it that like American taste. Liquid cheese sauce. Yeah, it's great.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So good. And then and you have some vegetarian options as well.
Heaps. So I think probably our most popular is our fried avocado. So it's like a beer battered avocado. It's deep fried. Gosh. And we do slaw and like an aioli with that. Pretty classic, like slaw aioli, deep fried avocado. It's cool. If you don't like avocado, you're not going to like it. I always tell people that. But like it's awesome. Like crispy fried avocado. Yeah, it's great.
Do you, since working here with Mexican food, or Tex-Mex or American Mexican?
Tex-Mex. We call it border food.
Border food.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what
Do you read around that or watch YouTube videos or what's your...
endless.
Yeah.
I suppose like initially I really dove deep on the barbecue. You can really nerd out on barbecue.
Yeah.
It's like it's its own competition. It's its own area. But yeah, I recently got to go to America and Mexico. I spent a couple months over there.
Oh, amazing.
And that's just it was incredible. Yeah. But yeah, down the YouTube rabbit hole. Yeah, sure, I've been there.
So did you eat your way around? Where did you go?
Flew into LA.
Yeah.
In total I spent about 2 weeks in LA, and then we went to Oaxaca. So Oaxaca is like one of the food capitals of the world. It's incredible. It's this beautiful old city and old state in Mexico. And we spent just over a week in Oaxaca, eating everything I could. I gained 10 kilos. It was crazy. And then we flew into Texas, into Austin, and we spent just over a week in Austin as well. Again, barbecue, 3 or 4 barbecue places a day. I did the classic tourist thing and lined up at Franklin's. I don't know if you've heard of Franklin's barbecue. It's probably one of the best in the world, known for that for ages. And then, there's a town just outside of Austin that has like every barbecue place you can think of. Yeah, and it's fantastic.
Well, if you need elasticated pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought more pants while I was there. Yeah.
Delicious. Okay, and were there things that you brought back from there that you've put...
Like knowledge? Absolutely,
yeah.
I mean, more than I can explain. It was really fantastic and eye-opening. Especially with the barbecue, that was always like something I was very passionate about. Just like the way they handle it and the techniques that they do, and then the flavors in Mexico are just wildly different. We struggle sometimes here to get the right ingredients. We do our best. We have people growing stuff for us. But a lot of things, yeah.
Now, I had friends who talked about whole beast being buried and cooked underground. Did you come across any of that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called barbacoa.
Yes.
Yeah, barbacoa tacos are amazing. Very hard to do with the health department in Melbourne. But, barbacoa is...
So you can't really replicate that?
You can do it in like above ground.
Yeah.
It is kind of smoked. It's a different...
Okay.
Yeah. We do smoke... pork butt and pork neck. That's like a very, that's one of my favorite tacos is the smoked pork. And we do the lamb and the chickens in a similar way, but not to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before tacos and the cafe, like how did it all start for you? Did you always know you wanted to be a chef?
Yeah, pretty much. I come from, my father was a chef and my grandfather was a chef, and most people on my father's side are chefs or bakers. So I kind of like grew up in it a little bit. I kind of fell into it. After school, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm getting out, because you grow up with chefs and they'll tell you not to do it. Everyone in my family said, don't do it. And then I kind of fell back into it. I was really fortunate. I had a lot of people who were really supportive of me, not just my family. And I kind of fell back into it, very early. I spent 6 months at uni and dropped out basically because I was, realized that this is what I was going to do anyway. Yeah.
What did you start off studying?
I was studying paramedicine. I was studying paramedicine and business management.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It was another passion of mine, but yeah, ended up back in hospitality. Yeah.
Did you do an apprenticeship or?
So I studied in school, and then when I left school, I worked at Melbourne University at the Members Club. Oh, yeah. So not an apprenticeship as such, but I did study it in school, and then Yeah, actually where I did one of my work experience was at Melbourne Uni, and that's kind of how I fell into that.
So, and what is it that you love about being a chef?
It is a passion of mine. I love everything. God, that's a hard question to answer. I love working with people from every kind of background. I love eating. I like the adrenaline and the rush of the kitchen, and I'm a bit of a sucker for the punishment.
Yeah.
Being a chef and then owning a business and running a business is a bit of a sucker for punishment there.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's nothing like it. It's hard to explain to people who don't have that, haven't been in kitchens, and just the stress and the pressure and the fun.
Yeah.
And building a team and working with people. Yeah.
Well, you really are. You're bringing a lot of things into play there as well. With the, as you say, like when you're a chef, and you've got to think about food costs and all that kind of thing. But when it's your own business, you must be, be on your mind all the time. Isn't
it? Yeah. I mean, it's a different level of pressure and a different level of fun. But yeah. I mean, for us, it's about like creating a great place to work, a great business, a solid business, and trying to have fun at the same time, and trying to bring something that does exist in Melbourne, but maybe not the way that we see it. Trying to bring something new, with the Tex-Mex and the barbecue tacos and the breakfast tacos. Not something that you widely see in Melbourne. There are a lot of Mexican restaurants. And there's some really great Mexican food in Melbourne, but we're trying to do something like a little bit different and try and put our own spin on it. Yeah.
So the breakfast tacos, where can people get them?
So we do breakfast tacos Wednesday and Thursday at St Kilda Road, and we do breakfast tacos here on the weekend. So it's all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Yeah, and we really, pride ourselves in our breakfast tacos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you're relatively young, but you're very young to have done what you've done. But what would your advice be to someone starting out?
I mean, maybe controversially, don't go straight to a trade school. Don't go straight to culinary school. Definitely, beg your way into a kitchen, if and maybe wash the dishes. Maybe start, at least spend a little bit of time in a kitchen first. Would be my advice. And then stick it out. You're gonna have shit days. We've all been there, but the people you work with and the love that is in hospitality is worth it, I would say. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Isaac Castellano at Dingo Ate My Taco. If you liked what you heard, you can check out all the goodness on Instagram at Dingo Ate My Taco, all one word with no underscores, and at the Mill Brew, that's TheMillBrew. If you'd like to hear more stories from other chefs, I'm on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. You can read the chat and become a subscriber at www.conversationwithachef.com. I would love it if you told a friend about these chats, and of course you can follow me on Apple and Spotify so I know that you're there. Once again, thanks for listening, have a great day, and bon appetit.